is Femi O'Day here for a beat breakdown to the song Lord Told Me by Sonofahez. Should be dropping very soon. Looking at the date right now, it hasn't dropped, but I'm looking over to the right side, not my camera, but my screen captures over there so I can see what's going on. But essentially, I just want to break the beat down for y'all. I want to start doing more stuff like this in the future, so I said let's start now. So I'm getting into it. I made this beat maybe 4 months ago, I would say. I love it. I like it a lot, actually. When I first initially made it and I sent it to my friend Hezekiah, in no way, shape, or form that I thought he was about to rap on it or do anything on it, because I send him stuff often. Just send him stuff just because, just really to show my progress. I've started making beats like end of last year, early this year. I started taking it more seriously like earlier this year. So by this point, I was probably consistently doing it for like 7 months. You know what I'm saying? So I was making beats, and I was actually in that point where I was making so many beats that, not so many beats. I was making beats, and I can even show y'all. Let me actually show y'all because I want to show you guys. But I was making beats, and I kept making beats that I didn't like, but it was because I was trying to be so, what do you call it, unique with my beats. And this one, I was like, let me just be simple. Let me just stop doing all this extra stuff and just be simple. And it turned out well. Just to show y'all. So January, I don't know, a little over 10 beats. Feb, I made most beats I made a lot of beats that month. March, you know what I'm saying? April. I'm actually curious too to see how many beats I made. And not all these aren't beats, some of them are, literally just remakes of certain songs, just promises, like some of them are remakes of certain songs. April, May. Okay, see, barely any beats right there. May, June, barely any beats. July. I think this beat the beat is called Fola type beat. July, August. Let's see, should be right here. Okay, September. I don't think it was not made in September. No way. Fola. Yeah. Wow, September, October. This beat was made last month. Wait, no, 2 months ago. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Okay, I made it a while ago. Okay, I made it September. So, but also just kind of shows y'all how many beats I really be making. October I made 2 beats. I didn't make 8 beats last month. I started making some more this month. All right, and let's get to it. So this is really what everything you saw right there. Maybe there's like 100th beat in, maybe something like that. So best way to break it down, I'm really not sure, but I think I should start with the melody. So this is what I had. It was like the basic Afro type of. I know the audio is gonna be lagging for y'all, just small, but I think it should be good enough. That was the Afro type of vibe I had. You know what I'm saying? I think I probably started with these shakers though. Most likely. I had that going. And let's see. Then I definitely didn't come with the bass yet. I'm a drum person. I just make drums first, 9 times out of 10. So I'm gonna show y'all. I probably these kicks going, just simple. I like the feel of these kicks. Like the high end, like there's such like a thump to it. I don't know. Wow, no EQ whatsoever. I didn't EQ it at all. Wow. I just want to open up here. Apparently EQ just to see. But yeah, there's so much like in the high end. It just had so much character to it. I liked it. See, Deep Fake. This is a Break-Ins, I believe, from. Yeah, it's an interesting sounding drum. Yeah, see, I even took out the low end because I was like, I don't want to mess up with the low end I already had going on. And if y'all are curious, or I can really, if y'all ask me, I can really give you any of these sounds. Actually, maybe I can't, because actually no. Most of the sounds I've gotten here were not paid, so I can't. I'm not like I'm illegally giving out to y'all. Like, so it's right here. Yeah, just more texture things, you know what I'm saying? Didn't do much of EQ on most of these. Yeah, just keep the tempo. And put this together for y'all now. You know what I'm saying? Just got a little something going, Let's keep it calm. Alright. And then most likely, I didn't, all these sound effects are in the middle. I added that later. So I definitely added these soon after that, because again, I do drums first. Probably before I even touch the melody, I'll do drums. So if I had this going, I was like, yeah, not that bark. You know, just this. Let me show you the rhyme shots. Yeah, it is something I do towards the beginning. It's probably the first thing I laid down, honestly. Just have that going. Just have that going simply. And then add some shaker. All these are sound effects, so I'm gonna skip those. And then logs are one of the last things I always do. I don't do logs towards the until after I do the melody. So yeah, let me just show you all the percussion together now. And then I'll show you the 808s and stuff, and I do that stuff after I do the drums. So this is probably what I had at first. Cool little thing. And then I definitely probably added this bass guitar in because I just love bass guitar. I love to do that. But I did the melody first because like you can't do bass guitar before doing melody. So I did this. Yeah. I remember I liked the beat because it's just the way it felt Afro, but also just it felt like, I don't even know, another country that's not just Nigeria or Ghana, like some like Jamaican type. I don't know. That's just what comes to my head. But, you know what I'm saying? I like it. Anyway, this is probably my favorite part of the beat. This little thing that came up right here. This adds just so much to it. I probably played this in my piano, honestly. I have a MIDI piano right next to me. Yeah, I can definitely tell I probably made it my piano because the fact that some of these are coming to the end right here, and some of them aren't. I played it and then Alt Q, which quantizes, and it'll kind of like align everything as it should be. So I added that. So after I had this stuff going. Boom. Let me show y'all. So I had this. Loved it. I was like, okay, bet. Then I added this kick in just to add more thump. It's the best kick ever. I got this from, I think it's from some Future pack or something, some trap pack. Thump's harder. And I remember after I made that, I was like, okay, this is going, but I need something that hums. You know, that really shakes the car when you listen to it. That's when I found this clean 808. I think this was the first time I actually used this clean 808 before. I never used it before then. Got it from Flex. Flex, if any of y'all know, Flex is one of the best free plugins. Yeah. But since the kicks are coming in, here I was like clipping out. And like it's so fast to come out. But since there's the kicks going, I feel like that helps it not seem as crazy when it comes out so fast. Yeah. That's it. Feels nice. And I can't help but think, I know I'm looking back at this beat or this video in the future, but like, first of all, the video was bad. This beat wasn't good, but this is where I'm at right now, and that's what I want to show the progress for sure. So you already got those things. I think that's really the main parts of the beat. Let me just show you the things I haven't showed you yet. It's really following the I know those hums I did were definitely off, but y'all get the gist of it. That's really it. Let me show you. I got some logs. I think how I do logs, as you can see, yeah, I tap these in on my keyboard, some of them, and also I really just I'll just start tapping stuff in like that too, and then I come with some cool pattern. So I got this. I was following the melody a little bit. Yeah, that's why I added all these extra things in over here. This was one of the last things I added. Is Xenology, my favorite plugin, the only one I have. Cause shoot, I don't know how y'all have money to be spending on a bunch of plugins, but the only one I have is Xenology. And I use, let me just even show you. It has so many sounds inside of it. It's actually insane. So yeah, it's only plug like this and Sierra are the only like bot plugins that I have. I think it's those two. Can't lie, I think God I snapped on that. Really, I think God I snapped on that. But yeah, that's, and then I added these strings in just to make it sound more orchestra towards this part. That's just my first time ever using an automation clip, and I can't lie, I still don't know how to work it. I watched the video and I did it, and I don't know how to do it again. My favorite part of the song is probably these strings here. I really thought I had some Valhalla reverb on it, but I guess I don't. And then this right here, I did a different pattern. Let me show you. Oh, I accidentally pressed in twice right there. But I'm gonna leave it because I'm not about to change it now. And that is really the entire beat. That's it. Actually, now let me show you all together. I'm not gonna show you the vocals because that's gonna be on Sonofahez's terms, but yeah, that's when I now add all these. I'll just go on through. I literally came here, I searched FX. I've just downloaded some different sound effects, and I just started scrolling through. You know what I'm saying? I just found sound effects that okay. I just found sound effects that worked and I went with them. That's where I got these. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Yep, that's that one. And this one. Just random sound effects that I could find. Let me turn them all on and see if I hear. This one is like a dog. Or yeah, it sounded like a dog to me anyway. I really like that one because I can't lie. It reminded me of this one song I really used to like. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But they have all these going. Yeah, I wanted the song to feel Kiss Daniel, happy, lighthearted type of vibe, and I think you know what I'm saying, I was able to get that type of vibe with it. That's really it. I'll show you a little sample of his vocals. I'll show you this part here. This is my favorite. This is my favorite part. So once I now got the vocals down, like he sent me the vocals, and I was able to. He sent me the song. I now went to. I'm gonna give you all the tips. I now went to extract stems from sample, and then I was able to get the vocals by itself, and that's how I extracted the vocals from what he sent me, and then I put it down. And as listening to the things that he said and was talking about a song, that's when I went back and added some sound effects, such as right here. That right there. So you see, he says something about heartbeat, and then I pause it. Which I love that part there. I'll show you that section just because I know he won't mind. And yeah.
You said you have to do this if you want to do it right. I wanna do it right, but Put your heart by my heart. I will hold you till we're gone. Put your Bible.
Yeah. So put your heart to my heart. I'll hold you till we're gone. So that's why I had to do. But yeah, and I love that violin, the strings, and then this guitar just dun 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 dun. It just accentuates it, and that might not be the right word, but I just love it. I have this in here, this Hawaiian guitar, which I honestly forget every time that I even have it in there. And I don't like how it sounds. It's just something there for a little bit of ear candy. I might need to turn it up low key, but I'm gonna send him the stems. So when he finishes making the song, he'll probably just turn up the new singles to himself. But you heard that? Like, I think I was tapping stuff on my MIDI keyboard. That's always how things just be coming. I start tapping on a MIDI keyboard and see what happens. Why is it not playing? Oh. Yeah. And don't get it twisted, this is not a one-time trial. I just tapped these in. Magic. No. And real school, if I would have made this better if I came in. I'm gonna do it right now actually. I think it's control. I think it's all R. And you can change the levels. I don't know what the pan was at before. Let me see what the pan was before. Velocity. Make the velocity difference. Make that. But yeah, I should probably turn it up a little bit because you can't hear it in the mix. Or maybe if I add some compression to it, it might cut through the mix better. That just came to my head. I don't know if that's even a thing. I use LA2A for compressor if you're curious. Also, I personally also feel like there's too much going on in the mix to now talk about some, oh, I need this to poke out. It's just there.
When they fly, put your cross by my cross. He gave his son, so we'll have home. Put your love by my love.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, if you hear it, you hear it. If you don't hear it, that you're not really supposed to hear it. It's just there to be there, to add more texture to the beat. But that's it. If y'all have any other questions about the beat, let me know down below. Any questions about things I use. If you really want even a sound here, DM me. I'll DM me on Instagram. I'll go ahead and give it to you really. It ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, I stopped the shakers for a second just to add some breathing room. Yeah, that's everything, y'all. One of my favorite beats I've made. I love the ending right here. Let me show you the ending real quick.
Love by my love, and we'll love how he loves.
That's it. Yeah, there's it. That's the entirety of the beats. And all these sound effects were added after the fact. The heartbeat, this right here, is added after the fact. Stuff like this. after feeling what he was doing, knowing what he was doing, I was able to add these things like this. The sound effects should not be on that level, but it's fine. Yeah, even these were added, I'll say, right after I finished the main beat. That's when I added those. But I'm definitely gonna do more beat breakdowns in the future. I think it just was right to do this one first because it's about to be the first song that ever drops with music that I've created. Like, this is the debut per se of music that I've had my hands on. So again, it's not even mastered properly.
By my heart, I will hold you till we're gone. Put your Bible.
But yeah, I love it though. It's very cool. I love it. A lot of passion behind it. That's it. Act like it's deep. It was nice. Like, when I made the beat, I remember thinking, let me just make a generic beat. I remember that was my brain. I was like, let me make a generic beat real quick and just see what I can do with it. And just the reason I felt generic is because there's no beat switches. It was just dum 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 and I thought it was a nice beat. But I was like, it was cool. I remember I was at work over at Best Buy, and then he texted me. He was like, "Yo, this is one of the best beats you made." I was like, "Okay, appreciate it." Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what else we can do. Hopefully this channel it'll be music centered. Exactly what I'm going to be doing, I don't know. I love creating music, and I want to share that with y'all. What does it look like? All I know is I'm going to create music. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to create music. And create music for God. Nothing else. Jesus Christ himself. See you next video.